Have you ever noticed there are no pictures of your family anywhere? I grew up with no family photos, none on the walls, none in albums. When people asked, my mom said she hated clutter. I believed her. She avoided cameras like they were dangerous. At birthdays, she stepped out of frame. At school events, she stayed in the back. When relatives raised a phone, she covered the lens and laughed. Pictures steal moments, she'd say. Just live in them. But it wasn't just avoidance. It was erasure. When I was 9, I found a photo in a drawer. It was old and bent. My mom was holding me as a baby. I brought it to her, excited, like I'd uncovered something important. Her face changed instantly. She snatched the photo, tore it in half, then again. She shoved the pieces into the sink and turned on the water until they dissolved. Never do that again, she said, her voice shaking. That was the moment I understood this wasn't a preference. It was fear. And whatever she was afraid of was big enough to erase proof that we had ever existed together. By middle school, I noticed other things. My mom paid everything in cash. She moved us apartments every few years, always suddenly. She never let me use my full name online. She never posted anything. When I asked why, she said, people don't need to know us. The real trouble started in 7th grade. Picture day. I told her weeks ahead of time. She said I could skip it. I tried, but my teacher said everyone had to take one for records. I didn't think it mattered. It was just a school photo, just a picture that would sit in a yearbook. When I got home, my mom was waiting at the table. She had the envelope in her hand. How did this happen? She asked. They made me, I said. It's just for school. Her hands were shaking. She went into her room and didn't come out all night. 2 days later, 2 men knocked on our door. They wore plain jackets and had calm voices. They asked for my mom by her full name, the one she never used. She went pale. They said something about a database, about a match, about a flagged image connected to a school system. I sat on the couch pretending not to listen, while my heart beat so hard I thought they could hear it. After they left, my mom packed boxes, fast. Clothes shoved into bags, documents into folders. Are we moving? I asked. Yes, she said. Again. Why? I asked. She didn't answer. That night, I heard her crying in the bathroom. I had never heard that before. The next week was worse. More calls, more knocks. Once, a black car sat across the street for hours. My mom pulled the curtains shut and told me to stay away from the windows. She stopped sleeping. She jumped at every sound. She burned papers in the sink and flushed ashes down the toilet. I asked her if we were in trouble. She knelt in front of me and grabbed my shoulders too tight. If anyone ever asks about photos of us, you say we don't have any. Do you understand? Yes, I said, even though I didn't. One night, I woke up to shouting. My mom was on the phone, whispering and yelling at the same time. I told you we were gone, she said. I told you never to look for us. I stood in the hallway, frozen. That's when I realized the question everyone was waiting for. What was my mom hiding that was so dangerous she erased us from existence? The answer came the next afternoon. The same 2 men returned. This time, my mom let them in. She told me to sit at the table. Her hands were steady now. They said they weren't here to arrest her. They said the photo triggered an old alert tied to facial recognition software, a system used to track known associates of violent criminals. Then my mom started talking. She told me about my father, his real name, the one I never knew. She told me he was charming at first, then controlling, then dangerous. She told me he worked with people who hurt others for money. She told me leaving him was the hardest thing she ever did. When she ran, she took nothing but me. She changed our names. She disappeared. He used pictures to find people, she said. Faces, families. I knew if there were no photos, there would be nothing to trace. The men confirmed it. My father was dead now, killed years ago. But his associates were not. They had been searching quietly, using old systems, waiting for a match. My school photo almost gave them one. We entered a protection program the next day. New city, new names, new rules.